Hey y'all. Anyways, I wanted to upload this video. Wanted to talk about communications for your bug out location. Um, one form of communication is a cell phone, but what happens if all the cell phones get knocked out and there's only internet access? Um, if you got a magic jack, you can have phone service at your bug out location if there is internet access. Um, you need to diversify in your communications. I wouldn't just go with one form of communications because that one could get knocked out, whether it's from a natural disaster or if it's or if the government shuts down communications. As we've seen last month over there in California, where they shut down cell phone service because of a protest. Don't believe me? Just Google it on the internet. You'll find it. It really happened. Basically, with this Magic Jack, if you're not familiar with it, I'll basically go over it. Basically, it has a USB port. See if I can show you. It has a USB port. You plug that into your computer, and then on the back side, it has a jack to plug in your phone line, and that's what I use. This is my main phone that I use. I use this for my primary phone when I'm at the house. But whenever I'm away from the house, I use my smartphone. This is a Virgin Mobile smartphone, and it works pretty good. But not all the time where you have cell phone signal. If the government shuts it down, you're fucked, basically. Chances are they're not going to shut down. If they shut down the internet, the economy's probably going to be screwed anyways, because there's so much stuff that's tied to the internet these days. If they shut that down, I'm pretty sure people will probably go berserk. They'd probably go crazy. So diversify in your communications. Use a Magic Jack, cell phone. That's a VHF radio. Oh. And I got my CB radio. So, I don't think they could shut down all of my forms of communications. I have my CB radio, my VHF radio, which I wouldn't suggest using this really, unless you're like on one of the back channels. Like I wouldn't talk on channel 16 or 22, but got that. You got your Magic Jack. You got your cell phone. So yeah, I think with all these forms of communication, oh, and another thing is email, which you can't really see it, but it's there. So you got, see here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 forms of communications. I mean, you can subsidize a CB for a ham radio. It doesn't matter. Whatever. It's just ham radio costs a lot more. And you got the license for it and all that. You're supposed to anyways. But I just wanted to go over and give you some ideas of different forms of communication that you could have that you probably haven't thought about. So there you have it. But that's all I have for you right now. But yeah, I would suggest getting a Magic Jack, or they got another thing. It's like the Magic Jack, but you don't have to plug it in your computer. It just plugs right into your router. It's a VoIP service. But I would suggest getting a VoIP service, something inexpensive like 20, 30 bucks a month. I mean, 20 or $30 a year. That's why I say go with like a Magic Jack or something like this. You can get this about 20 or 30 bucks on eBay. Or you can buy it in the store for like 40 bucks. And so really it's like 20 bucks for the device, and then it's like $20 a year for service. I mean, it's so cheap that you could buy one of these for each household in your family. So that way, if the shit hits the fan, everybody just turns on their computer, and bam, they're back up and running. Assuming there's internet and power, and you got a computer. But another thing you can do is you can just plug it right into here. Yeah, you can actually just plug it right into your little netbook. See, I got a netbook. Actually, I need to make sure the battery's fully charged on. I'll do that later. But anyways, that's all I have for you for right now. I just wanted to go over some different forms of communication that you probably haven't thought about. So there you have it.